The guy became a teacher and happily showed up for class, only to find his students were all monsters. Looking at these scary faces, he immediately regretted it. The school was called Hyaki Academy, a school for monsters, and he was the first human teacher. He just wanted to run. The principal was also a monster. He easily stopped him, but the guy had some kind of power even the principal couldn't handle, so he used a bamboo pole to push him back. Looking at his monster students, he was sweating. He hid under the desk for 40 minutes, until a blonde student got fed up. He walked up and told him they wouldn't eat him, and to come out, but he actually wanted to come out. He was just stuck. The blonde helped him out, but the moment he stood up, his clothes exploded. He was totally humiliated in front of everyone. The blonde was also a monster, a bad luck spirit. He brings misfortune, sometimes making clothes rip. After spending some time with them, the principal called him out. To keep him at the school, he gave him 2 books. One was a monster dictionary, the other was a uniform catalog. If he did well, the principal promised him a uniform from it. With that motivation, he perked up. He introduced himself properly, but when they heard he was human, the students were disappointed. He almost cried, especially that blunt blonde kid. Then he started roll call. Even though they were monsters, some looked normal. Even skeletons could take human form. The one-eyed kid just had one eye. The blonde was called Sano, but when he called his name, he ignored him. Next was Kotaro, a mud-controlling monster, but he was at his sister's wedding, so he was absent. A helpful student was Takichi. Right then Kotaro came back, hearing he was their new teacher, and human. He threw mud in his face, because his beloved sister married a human, so he hated humans. He kept throwing mud at him, and this is what he looked like. Kotaro didn't welcome this teacher at all. They're monsters. They like messing with humans. If he can't take it he should leave, but he couldn't go back. Human schools had no place for him. Before coming here, he tried human schools. High school was bad. Even elementary kids bullied him. Worst of all, he had no friends. But still, he worked hard to become a teacher.
ごめんね人間ででもそれでもギリギリ生きてるんだだからもっと僕に優しくしてくれっても
Hearing how pathetic he was, Kotaro couldn't bully him anymore. Back to roll call. Next was Zashiki Baniko. Takichi said she hadn't come to school in a while, but there was a class photo tomorrow. As a proper teacher, he needed to visit her. Sano and Takichi came along to watch him. If he did anything wrong, Sano would step in, but he wasn't like that. He wanted Baniko to not fail, and to have everyone in the photo, but he also had ulterior motives, because Zashiki Warashi are said to bring good luck.